friends, back here for chapter 27 from the perspective of Drita. For the first 2 days we are visiting her, my mother is only sleeping. Now today, on the third day when we come, I think she's asleep too, with her face turned to the wall. My grandmother notices the empty food tray by the side of my mother's bed. Oh, it looks like your mother ate something. I will find the nurse and return the tray, she says as she leaves the room. As soon as she is gone, my mother stirs in the bed. Oh, she says, opening her eyes. Water. My heart is beating so much, I run to the bathroom and fill her glass with water. When I come back, Nene is sitting up on her bed. Here, Nene, I say, handing her the glass. She drinks it right away. My mother looks around. For a moment, she seems confused. Where is Baba? Where's the baby? She asks. They're home. Home? Yes, you've been in the hospital 2 days already, I tell her. 2 days? How is that possible? You were sick, Nene. We brought you here. Don't you remember? For a second, I'm worried. I'm worried that maybe my mother doesn't remember things anymore. But then a look passes over her face, and I know she does. Oh, yes, of course. Now my mother looks at me. Drita, come here, she says. I go to my mother's bedside. Were you very frightened? She asks. Yes, I was. I was afraid you were going to be sad forever. My mother touches my head. Zimra Innes, Takin Nene, she says. Mommy, sweetheart. Are you sad now, mother? Because I can see her tears. No, I'm not sad. I'm happy because I am back with you, my love. More than anything, I hope my mother is right. Just then, Yishay comes hurrying back into the room. Ah, the sleeping beauty is awake, my grandmother says in a cheerful voice. She pulls back the curtains. Outside, the day is cool but sunny. In the light, my mother's face seems younger, not so tired. Did you show Nene your pictures? My grandmother said. What pictures, Drita? Oh, I drew them for you in school. Do you want to see them? I ask her. Very much, she says, and opens the envelope I brought. Already I can tell my mother feels better because she studies the pictures carefully. Your drawing is very nice, she says finally, but then she points to one. But who drew that? My friend, Maxie. Oh, yes, one of your friends, my mother says, the one who came to the house. I am so happy you are a popular girl, Drita. Now, my grandmother looks at me. Her eyes are asking a question. Well, Drita, will you tell the truth? I want to tell her I'm not really popular, but then I worry. What if I ruin everything? What if my mother cries again? On the TV, I hear the happy music of a funny American show with a big cartoon dog. In Kosovo, my mother and I used to watch this show together when I was little. Look, Nene, Scooby, I say. I'm very glad that now there is something else to talk about. Oh, the silly dog. Turn on the sound, Drita, she says. So I do. I climb into the bed with my mother and put my head on her shoulder. Even though the story is too silly, we still like it. We start watching, and before I know it, my mother is asleep again, her hair spread across the pillow like feathers. I turn off the TV and sit there for a long time. I do not want to wake her, so I hardly breathe. Sleep, Nene, I think to myself, and get better soon. So the question I want to leave you with today, friends, is I'm going to go back to page 112. I want to read another little snippet of one of the scenes from this page, and then I'm going to ask you to think about that scene and what it means. So they are Drita and her mother are just catching up, and Drita is showing her mom some pictures that her and Maxie drew while they were visiting mom in the hospital. And mother says, who drew that? Oh, my friend Maxie. Oh, yes, one of your friends, my mother says. The one who came to the house. I'm so happy you're a popular girl, Drita. When she says that, Drita's grandmother gives her a look that she can guess what her grandmother is thinking, and her grandma's thinking, are you going to tell the truth, Drita? And I'm going to leave you with, what does that mean? Tell the truth about what? About having many friends at school, when in reality, we know that Drita really, really has one solid friend at school, Maxie, and even that is a new friendship. But why do you think Drita would lie about something like that? And do you think she is going to tell her mother the truth?